Luch, expectations were really high for this team internally and externally this season. I know you've only had a few days, but have you been able to digest what happened this season?
I mean, I think the digestion started after the Nashville loss. So, yeah, we've had a couple days to think about it all. And you know what? Like, in all my experiences, I don't think I've experienced a season like this one this year with all the one-goal games and overtime losses and all that type of stuff. So it's hard to explain. It's hard to digest. Probably the best team that I've been on to not be in the playoffs, and you know, that's a disappointing part because I think we definitely could have done some damage if we did get in. But you know, you look at it as a whole, 32 team league and only 16 teams get in, so it's 50-50 now. So it makes it that much harder, and yeah, it's just overall it's disappointing that we aren't, you know, playing for a championship.
No, would you be open to talking about contract extension this summer?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I think this is my 5th year here. It's a great city. I mean, it's an awesome place to play, and I really enjoy you know, being a part of it. And you know, it's a great fans and it's a great talent. So for sure, if everything ends up working out, I'd definitely, you know, be open to talking about it.
And have you put any thought into what next year holds for you?
You know what? I definitely still want to continue playing, and that's where my head is at. I'm still healthy, and you know, still feel good, and still enjoy the game, and so yeah, I definitely, my plan is to continue playing.
You want to continue playing here?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about where or anything like that. I definitely have to weigh out my options and you know, see who's interested and all that type of stuff. And you know what? I've spent the last 7 years here in Alberta. You know, I've enjoyed it. To be honest, I'm actually really happy that this contract's over because of the heaviness of it. You know, I've you know, obviously it didn't go as well as I had hoped. So yeah, I just need to, you know, refresh my mind as far as that stuff goes, and then weigh out my options moving forward.
Contract weigh on you day to day? Like,
Of course it did. I mean, you know, when you want to live up to the expectations of you know, what you're getting paid and all that type of stuff, and you know, for myself, I'm you know, I'm a proud person, you know, and by no means do I feel like I didn't earn it. I definitely did earn it, but to not be able to live up to it was definitely something that weighed on me, you know, day to day. And you know, it's just, from a personal standpoint, it's just, you know, it was hard to deal with at times, but like I said, it's like a weight lifted off my shoulder moving forward that, you know, I don't have to think about it anymore.
Was that a production thing, or were there other elements that you felt you weren't living up to?
Well, I mean, this league is about production, right? You know, it's about wins and losses. It's about, you know, it is about, it's, you know what, my game has not always been about goals and assists, but you know what, when it was there in the past, you know, it's something that you could look at, but when it wasn't there, it definitely, like I said, this league is about production and what you produce, and like I said, it weighs on you when you can't help out that way.
You know, from the outside looking in, last season everything looked easy for this team, scoring goals, making saves, winning games. How much different was this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a unique season for me. You know, I think, you know, like Lucic touched on earlier, it's when you look back and at how many, you know, close games we were a part of this year, and 1-goal games and overtime losses, and you know, it's definitely it's crazy. And I think that's what stings a little bit, because if we did get in, you know, I think being used to playing in those tight games would have been really beneficial for us, instead of, you know, last year I think you know, we had a great team, but I think at times, you know, it came a little easy and we were just comfortable the whole year. And you know, I think sometimes just to grind is good for you and good for a team, but we just fell up a little short. And you know, it's obviously disappointing when you look back how close we were to, you know, just a couple points, you know, 3 points we would have been in, and then you start looking at all the games and the situations, and it can be tough. And I mean, every year it's different. You have a different team. You can't really compare teams, but obviously it's you know, it's disappointing we aren't still playing.
Well, and you hear it all the time about just players who love to come to the rink. You're kind of an old school guy who has a lot of respect for this league. You still love coming to the rink. Did you like coming to the rink this year?
I do, and I did this year. So, I mean, that's a part of the reason why I want to continue playing, is because I do love coming to the rink, and I think I speak for basically everyone on our team, and I know Hanny will say the same. We have a really good group, and we have a lot of guys that, you know, make it fun coming to the rink every single day. So, obviously, it's better coming to the rink when you're winning, and it's not like we were awful this year where we were losing a lot. But you know, when you compare last season and this season, you know, when you're winning all the time, you know, coming to the rink is a lot more fun. But I still did enjoy coming to the rink day by day.
And if you don't return here next year, what will stand out about your time in Calgary? I know the fans just such an affinity for it, but what will you remember most about your time in Calgary? And if so, is there a message to Calgarians?
You know, honestly, like, the people and the fans and living here was much better than I thought it would be when I got traded here. So I really enjoyed being a Calgarian, and I really enjoyed even when I didn't even touch the puck, I was just going in on a forecheck, and the fans just looing, you know, yelling Lou and all that type of stuff. It was. I gotta say, they made it fun for me again, and I thank the people here for that, and I appreciate them making it fun for me again. And you know, it talked about coming to the rink every day and having fun, coming here and playing home games. The fans made it fun every single day for me. So, you know, that's the message that I have, and I thank them for all that.
Well, and I can't remember how long ago it was. I think it was with Scott Oak on After Hours or something. You said you were close to hanging him up or leaning that way. How close were you back then?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't fun, and I feel like regardless of what your job is or what you're doing in life, you know, you should enjoy what you're doing. And it got to a point where it wasn't fun coming to the rink anymore and all that type of stuff. But like I said, I think I got to give my teammates, you know, as much, probably most credit out of anyone for making it fun for me again. And like I said, the city, you know, Calgarians and all that type of stuff. So they made it fun for me again. And like I talked about, it was tough at one point when your low is really low, but you know, that's why I'm thankful and grateful to have had the people around me that I've had here in Calgary. And like I said, I think I should probably thank and be most grateful for is my teammates, because they're the ones that made it most fun for me again.
Last question to Wes.
Noah, you're part of the young core of this team. What needs to change here for the results to be different moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can only speak kind of from my standpoint individually. I think this is my 5th year here in Calgary, and I think like as a player, I think I've gotten better and better at times, but I think there's still another level I can get to, and I think even just in terms of leadership and kind of having that standard and kind of holding that for like the culture, I think that's something some of us younger guys can kind of be a bigger part of and help out with, and I mean, we have great guys. We have a great group of guys like Lucic and I think for some of the guys in my age group, I think we can take another step in terms of raising that standard and making sure that the culture here is progressing in the right direction.